Just several days into 2025, FPJ's Batang Quiapo already marked a couple of milestones. First was its 100th week, and then its 500th episode. Thus, the long-running and top-rating series made sure to treat viewers with intense and action-packed scenes that thrilled us over the previous week, January 13 to 16. We witnessed the deaths of Roy, Jeffrey Tam, and Mr. Wu, Ricardo Cepeda, after Lucio, Ronnie Lazaro, retreated with his group and left them locked in the Red Phoenix's nail-biting firefight against the group of Tanggol, Coco Martin, and Divina, Rosana Roses. Consumed by rage, he quickly left afterwards, went to the police station where Rigor, John Estrada, was and shot him multiple times. But Rigor was able to dodge the bullets, as well as fail to retaliate against him and did not recognize that it was Tanggol who attempted to murder him. Scared that Ramon, Christopher De Leon, would finally discover his true identity now that Olga, Irma Adlawan, is already dead and there was nobody to help him, David, Nukoy De Leon, attempted to discourage him from pursuing his mother, Merit's, Sherry Pie Picache, and taking her into their family. However, Ramon was completely resolved in making Merit's know how he feels and in rebuilding his family with her. As they arrived home from the hospital, Tindeng, Charo Santos, and Merit's, Sherry Pie Picache, found out about what happened to the funeral procession of Noy, Lu Veloso. A scorching argument erupted between Tindeng and Santino, Ronaldo Martin, as the latter pinned the blame on Tanggol for the recent tragedies that happened to their family. Tindeng and Merit's also had an altercation regarding the heated confrontation that happened at the hospital, in which Tanggol finally found out the truth about his identity through Olga's explosive revelation. Unbeknownst to them, David, who had just arrived home and was accosted by Santino, was eavesdropping on their conversation, which made him more determined to stop Ramon and Merit's from seeing each other. Thus, after Rigor confronted Merit's about Olga and chastised her for easily putting her trust in people she just met, not to mention blaming Tanggol again for putting all of them in this mess, David further insisted on Merit's illicit affair with another man, which definitely agitated Rigor. As soon as they arrived back at their hideout, an intense spat ensued between Tanggol and his friends as they chided him for what he had just done that almost put them in more danger. Even though Tanggol apologized to them, they continued to express their exasperation at him and regret in coming with him, which resulted in a fisticuff and Tanggol brandishing his gun at them. Divina, Tong, Long Mejia, and Raul, Raymond Ronquillo, came to stop them and rebuked him for his being ill-tempered recently, to which he angrily replied that they would never understand him because they haven't experienced what he's going through. Meanwhile, as their rage against Tanggol went on, Enteng, Jojit Lorenzo, reminded Dalfo, Ryan Martin, Bulldog, Sugar Ray, Mamath, Estroso, and Thanos, Mark Anthony Andaya, of the many times Tanggol put his life on the line just to save them. They realized the mistake they committed and attempted to make peace with him. Enteng also talked to his best friend and told him how it breaks their hearts to see him suffer in the hands of his own family, as they don't just see them as a friend but a brother. So, he reminded him that they would never abandon him and be there for him just like how he's been for them, as well as asked him to not let this dispute tear them away. Enteng went back to their friends and reminded them also to not let anything ruin their friendship since they've been through a lot together. Yearning for love and acceptance that he never got from his family, Tanggol was determined to find out who his real father is. Thus, the following day, he left the mansion without telling anyone to go to San Dimas, which made his friends panic since they knew what could happen once Tanggol and Rigor chanced upon each other. Little did he know that Ramon, his biological father, was already at their house and eavesdropping on Rigor and Merit's heated argument. David caught Ramon and pleaded with him not to push his risky plan of confronting Rigor, telling him that doing so could inflict harm on Merit's, which is something that Ramon definitely doesn't want to happen. The trailer shown at the end of January 17 episode hinted on the highly anticipated face-off of Tanggol and Rigor this Monday. Will Tanggol really kill Rigor? Let's all find out by watching FPJ's Batang Quiapo, weeknights at 8 p.m. on Kapamilya Channel, Kapamilya Online Live, and A2Z.